So bury me in Bottomland with my grandpa's rifle in my hand.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Speechless, the show where we talk about things in a way that the lamestream media never would. And if you like that, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think, share it with your friends, all that fun stuff. And today we're not necessarily talking about news, kind of, but we're talking about one of my favorite musical artists ever, and that's Michael Hardy. Michael Hardy, who just goes really by Hardy, is incredibly famous. He has been writing for a long time for people like Florida Georgia Line, Morgan Wallen. I think I've reacted to a song or two of his on this channel before. I'm even such a big fan. I have a poster of his Quit album, and it kind of it hits on the lyrics of that song Quit, which I think is absolutely a great song with a great message. And today we're going to be talking about his song Bottomland, which comes off his new album that just dropped today on Friday, September 26th. The album is called Country Country. I recommend everybody go look at it. Love Hardy, really interesting guy, and really kind of sticks it to the new age country music, the poppy country that has really been taking over to a point that it's abandoned the roots of what real country really talks about. He really has a more rebellious kind of style. I have heard this song before, but I haven't watched the video, so I think it'll be really interesting to take a look. We're going to pause it periodically, break down some elements of it, and I'm really excited to do this. So let's take a look and a listen to Bottomland by Michael Hardy. And we can already see it starts off with a beautiful kind of marsh and nature right off the beginning. So let's take a look and a listen.
Bury me in Bottomland with my grandpa's rifle in my hand. Lord, just take me as I am.
He's kind of smiling in there. It's kind of cool.
Bury me in Bottomland.
And he switches to somber in his facial expression.
I am just a country boy. Where I come from didn't have no choice. Oh, but I've done well, or so I'm told. So baby, wear my watch, baby, sell my gold. And bury me in Bottomland with my grandpa's rifle in my hand. Lord, just take me as I am and bury me in Bottomland.
So we have the first two choruses there in the verse, and we can already see some incredibly strong imagery, very simple instrumentals in the background, almost gospel-like in terms of an organ, maybe a little bit of guitar in there. But let's take a look at the lyrics, because you could tell that the lyrics are the focus of the song because the instrumentals are so kind of stripped and basic. And I don't mean basic as like a hit on it. I think it's intentional so that you listen to the lyrics and hear what they say. And let's talk about just the title first. Bottomland. Bottomland. What is that? Bottomland, if you don't know, I mean, I'm originally from near the city of Chicago, so Bottomland isn't something I'm usually familiar with, but I do know that it's like lower land, oftentimes by like a kind of swampy, marshy river, lake. That's kind of what we're seeing here is a big body of water, and it frequently floods typically. And so he asks in the opening call of bury me in the bottomland with my grandpa's rifle in my hand. Well, what does he really mean by that? What he means is I don't care really where I'm buried, bury me someplace. And it's really more of a metaphor. It's a metaphor for the idea that when you die, everything kind of just gets washed away. And what you leave on this earth, not in the physical, but as a legacy, is much more important. And you can kind of even see that in the very beginning. He's telling a story. I am just a country boy. Where I come from didn't have no choice, but what I've done well, or so I'm told. So baby, wear my watch, baby, sell my gold, get rid of my worldly possessions. What is on the earth doesn't really matter. What I leave behind is much more important, and who I am is much more important. And my legacy and my tradition. That's why he wants to be buried with his grandfather's rifle. This song is about what you leave behind, not physically, but the kind of person you are, which is why it really resonates with me. I don't know if it resonates with you. Let me know in the comments. But then you even notice like he's wearing camo in the box. I can come back to this part. I mean, you can kind of see it there as well. But when he's in the box, he's wearing like this camo. And he's even wearing a nothing fancy coat. And so I think it's interesting because that's a brand. Nothing Fancy is a hat company that he has a brand deal with. And so he's wearing that. And it's even kind of like a almost meta way of saying, like, even the brand deals I have, bury me with them. It doesn't matter. It'll get flooded over. People won't remember that. People remember who I am as a person and the legacy that I leave. And he's wearing camo, even kind of to emphasize and put a hat on a hat, so to speak, in the idea of bury me in Bottomland. I won't that everything like this, all this, everything that I wear will not be remembered. That's not what will be remembered. It's who I am. And I know I'm hammering that a lot, but that's what it seems like this whole song is about. So let's keep going. I was at 108. We'll keep going with the song.
I don't care which box, don't care which stone. All I care is what I got on.
Just like what I said. Just like what I said.
Don't need no suit, don't need no tie. I don't want to be hard to recognize.
It's not who he is.
Bury me in Bottomland.
And we're getting more into the chorus here, but the reason why he says is, I want to be recognized. It's a really important line in there because what he's saying is it's a message of authenticity, to be yourself. And that's what gleans a legacy. And that's really, really what he's saying is I won't be recognized if you put me in a suit and tie. That's not who I am. Live authentically you. This is a song about death, but it's interestingly very much a song about life and remembering to live authentically.
With my grandpa's rifle in my hand, Lord, just take me as I am and bury me in Bottomland.
Death is the reminder that it's always lurking. It doesn't matter where you are.
Heaven's got big tall pines or white-tailed bucks with 10-inch tines. But if I get there and it looks like home, them woods gonna be the first place I go. So bury me in Bottomland with my grandpa's rifle in my hand. Lord, just take me as I am and bury me in Bottomland and bury me in Bottomland.
And it ends with a close-up on the gravestone that says, "Here lies country music." We'll talk about that in a second, but I also want to just, like, that last land that he sings is almost like the last, like, wail of, like, your dying breath. Listen to that again.
Bury me in Bottom.
The last breath. It's a beautiful way to end the song. Very, very metaphoric, in even just the way in which he produces that land at the end, like a last wail, your last breath. And then it says, "Here lies country music," which is not only a nod to his song. He has his song, "Here Lies Country Music," but a nod to kind of a lot of what his message is that the mainstream, hitting it back against like the mainstream trend towards abandoning traditional country values within country music, but utilizing the sound. And saying that he's a part of the last that kind of carry on what the legacy of it is. And that's what this whole song is about, is legacy. And we even see, and I'm sure there's even things that I missed. We saw the haunting death figure, which represents a lot. I'm trying to find it here so that we can get the visual. But it's constantly there. Doesn't matter where you are. If you're in the woods, death is constantly lurking, is the general idea of it. It's a very simple music video. It's a very strong and powerful imagery of him in the casket. We even saw instances of him kind of smiling in it. You can kind of see that here, smiling. And then while he's singing, and because there's a beauty to it, that he's kind of saying a beauty to the idea of death, that he's almost saying that he doesn't really, fear it. But even with that, there's three main takeaways that I would say we can root from this. And a huge part of it is stay rooted in your heritage, no matter what the culture says. So we have a culture nowadays, and a culture that he hits on when it comes to the music industry of a popularizing country music at the risk of abandoning what country music and folk music started off as. And so stay rooted in where you come from and your heritage. That is seen from his idea of wanting to be buried with his grandpa's rifle. And then even further with that, the second point of authenticity. Authenticity is more important than appearances. Authenticity is more than appearances. It's seen in this song by saying they won't recognize me if you put me in a suit and tie. It's a beautiful message. And just his entire idea of I am who I am. I'm just a country boy. I'm just a country boy. Didn't have any choice in it, but I embrace it. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing as well, in the fact that we have, once again, a culture that pushes you into abandon where you came from, abandon your parents, abandon traditions, religion, and the like. And he's really fighting against that here. And then he even says, find in it as a metaphor. The third point is find peace in the land and traditions that built us. And he really does hit on that. I mean, it's the entire theme of the song in terms of how it sounds, very peaceful, coming to peace with your own death and recognizing what it's all about. Life. What do you do during your life? Your legacy that you leave behind. So stay rooted in your heritage, embrace authenticity and tradition, and find peace in where you came from. Which is why I think that this is a great song that really kind of is conservative. I mean, country music and a lot of traditional country music tends to hit on more conservative values, but this is, while not deliberately invoking any type of conservative message, he's not coming out saying socialism sucks and religion, get to church or anything like that. He embraces a lot of conservative messages and values in this song specifically, and a lot of his music that I think is really influential and everybody should listen to. This is a great song. I love Hardy. So of course this is going to be a positive review, but great song, and embrace tradition, reject modernity. And I love it. I love it. Thank you, Hardy, for that song. Everybody go check out Country now. Maybe I'll react to some more of his songs. If you got a song that you want me to react to, don't forget to let me know in the comments. Hit it down there. Let me know in those comments. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and share it with your friends. God bless you. God bless America. God bless Hardy. And thank you so much for watching Speechless. I'm Kev Phares.